Hi. So I went to my doctor today, and they said I was dehydrated. We haven't had rain in about 9 days. So that means all of the rainwater or all the water in the pipes is going through and collecting stuff from the cow farms and all the other houses before it gets to me. And I don't have a filter that works in my house, so I tend to drink a lot of tea, coffee whenever we go through a drought, because the animals need the water, and uh, I have to filter it in other ways. Anyway, they stuck me about 6 or 7 times, like a little pincushion. Super fun. And while I was checking for receipts and stuff at the front desk, I look over and I see this little cross with cardstock on it. And it's really pretty, and I'm like, cousin. And the lady looks at the other lady and she's like, witch. And I was like, scary. Anyway, I went to the little corner store there to get some electrolytes. And whenever I did, I know that corner store pretty well, and it stays really busy. People like to fly through there and stuff. I I go inside, I get the fucking electrolytes and a bottle of water, and they have some hot chip over there on the shelf. And I'm like, oh, word, hot chip. And I didn't have enough for hot chip. But the lady at the counter was really nice, and she was like, you can have the hot chip. And I was like, thank you so much. And they were really good. But I got outside, and I realized my truck key was laying on the driver's side seat. And so I had to stand out there. I had to call somebody. I was like, hey, I locked my key in my car. Which is, if you have been through the kind of stuff that I have, it's not abnormal for me to do that. But usually there's a reason behind it, So I'm standing there, and there's a dude kind of walking around, meandering about. And I was like, hey, man, you want to split a drink? And so I gave him a bottle of water, and I kept the electrolytes. And we stood there. He stood in the shadow, and I stood by my truck. And this guy pulls up. He's got a little kid, cute little kid. Couldn't have been, a couple years old, maybe. And at one point, the kid looks like he's going to walk out between, dude's car and my truck. And I just kind of did the soccer mom, in case he decided to go that way and somebody was being an asshole and flying through that parking lot. So, yeah. And while I was standing there, some guy with 4 pizzas walked by and spit at me, and I was like, oh, bet. So yeah, that was my day. How was yours? The Bible Belt's super fun, isn't it?